and explicit. All right, implicit and explicit. So in the long run, price would be equal to minimum of every total cost. So remember, when price is equal to every total cost, right? So MC would be horizontally straight line. Long run MC of the market is upward sloping. Sorry, short run market supply, all the MCs is the sum of all the MCs of all the market, all the firms in the market. It's upward sloping, but long run market supply curve is horizontally straight line. All right. So here we go. The long run supply curve. Why is that? Because long run supply curve, firms will be earning zero economic profit. So this is the average total cost. This is the MC. And the long run price must be equal to average total cost. So here, where they need to produce this point, where MC is equal to M R. When you produce here to maximize the profit, cost is on the cost line, price on the price line, so price is equal to every total cost. So when every firm is producing at this level, this is the MC or long run supply curve. So let's see. See? That would be long run supply curve. So now you understand that the short run supply curve of the market is upward sloping, but long run supply curve of the market is horizontally straight line. Pavarun, you understand? Venetia, Nana, Sufyan?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So then why we see a long run supply curve is still upward sloping? Long run market supply is still upward sloping because of these two reasons. Number one, some resources used in production may be available only in limited quantities. For example, land. Land has a limited supply. You cannot increase the supply, you cannot decrease the supply. In that case, the long run supply curve is not horizontally straight line, rather it would be upward sloping. Number two, firm may have a different cost structures or different costs. So marginal firm is marginal firm. The marginal firm is the firm that would exit the market if the price were any lower. So you can say that if the cost structures of different firms are different, then of course they're going to be different. Of course they're going to be upward sloping because, for example, firm 1 has a marginal cost of 2, other has 4, other has 6, one has 1, 5. If you take averages against everyone, it started increasing on year basis. So we assume that the sum of all the MCs, right, at point 2, in our earlier slides, we discussed that, okay, when the price is 1, this firm want to supply 100, but other firm also want to supply at price 1. So they are like 1,000 times we talk about that. At price 1, there are firms who want to supply 100,000 units. So at this level, we assume that both individual firm MC is equal to market MC. But if they have a different cost structures, then we see that the marginal cost is still upward sloping. All right. Otherwise, market supply curve is horizontally straight line. All right. So does it mean that nobody is earning when price is equal to every total cost? If you see the formula of profit, profit is equal to price minus average cost multiplied by quantity. If price is equal to every total cost, these two will become zero and profit will be zero. So that does that mean nobody's earning something? So remember, we're talking about economic profit. And economic profit includes both implicit and explicit costs. So it means there's going to be accounting profit there. All right. So the process of entry and exit ends only when price and every total cost are driven to equality. So long run equilibrium must have firms operating at efficient scale. So if you see that, do we have, yes, long run here. So long run, if you see in the long run, price must be equal to every total cost. So long run, nobody is earning economic profit. All right. And everybody is also producing at the lower of U-shaped curve, ATC. So that is the efficient scale. All right. Now, why do competitive firms stay in business if they make zero economic profit? So I told you, zero economic profit doesn't mean that there is no accounting profit. Yes, there is accounting profit, but there is no economic profit. All the opportunity cost, which means implicit and explicit both costs. So in the zero profit equilibrium, the firm's revenue compensate the owners for the time and money they expend to keep the business going. So all those lost opportunities, opportunity costs, gonna be included in your total cost. So in that case, you would be earning zero economic profit. So what happens if there is a short-run disturbance in the market? What it has an effect on long run? So an increase in demand raises the price and quantity in the short run, right? So what happened in the long run? So if this is a short run supply curve is upward sloping, all right? And this is the demand, right? So what happens if demand increases? So that is the normal condition. Everybody is earning zero economic profit. Price line is this, right? Now, what happened? Demand shift to the right. Demand shift to the right. So we have a new equilibrium here. New equilibrium means we have a new supply. We have a new here. This is the new market. And we have it here. So you see, they have to produce. Every firm want to produce at maximum. MC is equal to MR, so you are temporarily earning profit. So this trigger price greater than every total cost. This trigger entry condition, and more firm jumps into the market. When more firm jumps into the market, what will happen? Supply also increases. When supply increases, price goes down and quantity increase. So let's see a very nice diagram here. Again, so you are at the moment on initial condition. Long run supply. This is the situation here. Now what happened? Demand increases, causes rise in price. The rise in price triggered the entry condition. Price is above the every total cost. So in the short run, fluctuation in the market is that firms are earning this much profit. They need to produce Here, production cost of this one is on the total cost, ATC, and the price. So the shaded area here is the profit. So when price greater than average total cost, this triggers entry condition. So long run response going to be entry condition. When entry condition is there, firms come up with supply of the product. So market supply increases, supply increases. All right. So what happened? Again, the price of the until the price reaches to average total cost. So only one thing happened here. If you see here, previously in initial condition, all the market was producing. If you see here, in initial response, all the market, we have a Q1 production, Q1 supply in the market. All right, with this price P1, Q1 is the quantity supplied in the market as a long run equilibrium, right? But due to this short run interruption, price increase, trigger entry condition, new firms come to the market, and what happened? Supply increases and we are back to square again. The price decreases and what happened? We are now producing Q3. Sorry. Yes, Q3. So Q3 we are producing. So that would be our new equilibrium. So only one thing happened in the long run due to short run disruption, price increases. In long run, price back to its original place, but quantity is not back to its original place. Quantity increased. See here, the long run market price is restored, but the market supply is greater now, Q3. This would be Q3. Guys, you understand? Malaysia, Pavarun, Ella?
Yes.
Lancelot, Oliver, Nana?
Yep.
Nicholas, Marco? Oliver, good? Let's.
Yep.
So we talked about this earlier, that there are two reasons that the market supply curve is upward sloping. Number one, the firm has limited resources, right, in production, and firm have different cost structures. Simple. All right. So that's the end of this lecture. Remember, in our next class, we would be having our on our markets in competition. Okay, so I would be uploading our assignment. I think this would be assignment 3. No, assignment 4. Yes, assignment 4. Okay, so I would be uploading on both platforms, Blackboard and our WeChat platform. So if you have any question, you can also post in our WeChat group. I would be happy to answer over there. All right. And remember, the submission deadline is before the class, not during the class, not after the class. Once I uploaded the solution, I will not accept your assignment. All right. So that's why it is before the class. All right. Is there any question, class? If no, then I would be stopping our recording here. Okay. Okay, class. So no question.
Thank you, sir.
See you next week. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.